big deal to us, right? And now we're dealing with a lot of days situation right now. Big deal, right? Food shortage is coming. Famine, what we call famine, is coming. What is famine is coming, right? And Captain Alex, can you please get me Colossians 3, verse 17 real quick? Precept just came to mind about us that we're about to talk about.
Book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all in the name of the one Yahushua, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by him.
Con, we do these things through Christ because the Most High chose Christ. He chose his way. He chose his understanding because it comes directly from the Most High. So now we do all things through Christ. That way we know we're doing it perfect towards the Most High. Hamashiach did not find our works perfect yet. And if we concentrate on him and doing our works, we will then do perfectly. So, actually, Captain Alisov, see if you can get me Lamentations 3, verse 51 in the NLT. Give me that. Can you get that in the NLT?
Oh, I ain't got it downloaded, Cap. I have to try and probably take me a little bit to.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Let me get that. Let me get that. Right, because something scripture just came to mind. Because we're about to talk about what the sister's about to explain. Right, through her, her emotions and her situation. Right, I'm gonna get Lamentations. Get it in the KJV, and I'm gonna get in the NLT. Lamentations chapter 3, verse 51.
You said 3 and 51?
3 and 51, come.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 3 and verse 51. Mine eye affecteth mine heart because of all the daughters of my city.
My eye affecteth my heart. What I see is killing me. What I see is hitting me in my heart. It's messing with my mind because of what the daughters of all people have to go through. In other translation, the NLT, Lamentations chapter 3, verse 51 in the NLT. My heart is breaking over the fate of all the women of Jerusalem. Right? I'm gonna show you why. Let me get to it.
At this fucking point, if the cost of living keeps fucking going up, I got something for sale. And just know I'm not talking about shit in this apartment. If they give me one more motherfucking price range, whether it's food, gas, fucking bills, I'm sick of it all. I'm going to be selling it, and I'm not motherfucking playing. Just know that.
That's killing us.
Hey, that's crazy.
That's killing us. That's what our hearts would break over, right? Because our sisters are not made for that. Our sisters were never supposed to be. I can't say were never, because the Most High has His plan. But this, if we did right, this would never happen, right? But the other thing is that we didn't prepare for these things because we didn't know. We didn't have financial literacy. We didn't have understanding, and we just spent recklessly. Right? Let me get another one for y'all. I put this one in the chat earlier today. Let me get another one for y'all. Go ahead, Cap.
Now once you get done with the video, then I'll shoot it.
It's gonna be this video right here. If you saw it. I'm gonna go ahead.
I know damn well the rich ass black community ain't crying over food stamp benefits and welfare. I just know the rich ass designer wearing ass, trick taking, wig wearing, nail wearing, lash wearing, 3 chains on, Rick Owens stepping, Balenciaga stepping, 1942 and Don Julio buying, big timing, black community, and crying over no motherfucking food stamps and welfare money.
I'm actually outside the food stamp office in Chicago right now because I wanted to be properly inspired as I make this video.
God, that was a video. Right? Because we could have stacked up. We could have been like the ant. And the Most High teaches us this in Proverbs 6, and I'm going to get to it. Right? Well, we're going to go through the current situation. What was the precept you had, Cap? You must be driving.
I'm still here. Give me Isaiah 32 and 9, because they have that spirit of being at ease.
I had that.
Why they got the spirit of being of ease? Okay, whenever you want to shoot that precept, you can shoot it. You know.
God, I got you, Cap. I got you. I got that in the clip.
Oh, you got in the clip. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, Cap. I'm listening. Go ahead, man.
God.
Hallelujah.
We're just gonna go. I was gonna go into a little bit about the current situation, going back into what we have to look forward to. What's gonna happen to America, right? So we're gonna get to that not Proverbs, but that Isaiah 32. Captain Olisov, can you please get me 2nd Esdras chapter 16 verse 18? Because we got to get to what's about to happen. What's the Most High cooking right now? The Most High is cooking something right now. I don't know if y'all smell it, but I smell it. Right? He's in the kitchen. He's cooking something up right now before our face, and he about to serve that plate to everybody. Right? But we got the menu right in front of us. We got the menu in the scriptures. Right? So we know what he's about to cook up next. We know what he gave us the appetizers, right? But what we're seeing right now is just the appetizers, right? But the entree is coming. Right? Whenever you got it, Cap.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse, you say 18?
Done.
Book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 18. The beginning of sorrow and great mornings.
The beginning of sorrow and great mornings. This is just how it starts. This is just how it starts. This is how the movie starts. Right? The beginning of sorrows and great mornings. Excuse me, my allergies. Right? This is how the Most High is doing his movies. He's inching closer and closer and scaring you here and there. He's giving you situation after situation, giving us situation after situation with Trump. Right? He's making you see things, making everybody see things that hasn't happened yet. That hasn't happened before. Right? And some things that did happen before, but it's all happening now. Right? Keep going.
Fuck you, girl.
Huh.
The beginning of sorrows and great mourning. The beginning of famine and great death. The
beginning, what you're seeing is the beginning of famine. Just like a black swan. This is a reason for there to be a famine. Right? It starts. You can't get food with the government. The government is not going to fund you. The food's still there. But you can't get it with the government. You can't get it through food stamps now. That's getting cut. And the rest of the government has been shut down. So a lot of things are going to be cut for you. Right? Keep going.
The beginning of wars. And the power shall stand in fear.
The beginning of wars. I know our people see the beginning of wars. We see Trump trying to do negotiations with Zelensky, and it's failing because he's just backpedaling, putting the negotiation back at a standstill with Crimea, right? We see Trump having issues with Netanyahu, right? We see Trump saying that he's going after the cartels in the Caribbean, but going directly to Venezuela. We know what that's all about, right? These are beginning of wars. He's just placing his pieces. Everybody's placing their pieces. No one wants to say it's a war yet. We know it's a war, but no president wants to say we are doing World War III right now. That's why it's the beginning of wars, right? Because when they actually admit it, it's way too late. There will be shortages because something got blew up. Some land got blew up. And now they have no choice but to admit it. Right? It's just the beginning of wars. Keep going.
The beginning of evils. What shall I do when those evils shall come?
19.
Behold, oh,
Keep going.
verse 19. Behold, famine and plague.
Famine and what?
Plague.
Famine and plague. Right? Food shortages and a breakout. Food shortages and an outbreak is coming at the same, it's going to be during the same time. And it's designed like that. Right? Keep going.
Tribulation and anguish.
Tribulation and anguish, because of those two problems happening at the same time. There's going to be a snowball effect into a lot of other issues. When you can't have food and there's a plague, you can't move about as you want to, right? You don't either have the energy or you're literally on lockdown, right? There's going to be tribulation and anguish. There's going to be people left without help, right? And they're going to have to sit there and they're going to have to deal with it, right? The only thing they can go to is the Most High, because best believe, as the scripture says, as soon as we're in affliction, we move straight towards the Most High. In our affliction, we seek Him early. Right? Keep going.
Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Done.
Verse 20. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Captain Marshall, you still there?
Cut up there, Cap.
I'm gonna read this for you. But for all these things, it's talking about the famine, the plague, the tribulation, and the anguish. No matter what happens in America, right? It says the people thereof. It's talking about the people thereof. It says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges. Why do you think that is?
So why do I think that is?
Yeah. Tell me about their mindset.
The mindset of our people are they thinking they could just continue to get away with sin because they haven't caught up with them yet, right? And their mindset is, okay, I'm gonna keep relying on the government and I ain't gotta change. Now the government has become their God. The government has become their father, their husband, their brother. That's what the government has become. And God is showing them, like, look here, you depending on these people, I'm gonna take that away from you now. And God is shifting up things, man. He's sifting out people, right? And all this is happening because God wants His people to come back to Him and to rely on Him, rely on so many things else besides the Most High God. and they don't want to turn away from their sins, man. Because it's like they've been doing it for so long, like the scripture says, our people are stuck in their ways,
Con,
right?
con. And not only that, they believe in a future for America. We know destruction's coming to America, right? But because they're joined to America at the hip. Babylon is their mother and the system is their father. Because they took it on like that, they cannot accept America going down. They can't be mindful of the scourges. It's just another thing to them, right? What's that thing Judah says over here? It's not just we shall overcome, right? It's basically like we shall overcome, right? This ain't gonna take us out. You know what I mean? Because of that mentality, they think they should just fight for this country and there will be no bitter end. They can't conceptualize that this is going to come to an end, and they don't want to come to the terms that this is probably going to come to an end in your lifetime. All right? So they're not ready for that thought.
I got a precept cap on that.
God.
Do you got Isaiah 30:1 in the clip?
No, go ahead. Do that one.
Let's get that one.
God. Can you grab that one? Isaiah 30:1.
Here. Book Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Most High, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
They cover with a covering, but not of the Most High Spirit. They cover with the covering. Huh? The one below?
I was looking for the one where it says they go to Egypt, turn back to Egypt.
God, that reminded me of another precept where it also says that because you don't want the days to come, it's going to come faster. There was another precept, right? But that's good, Cap. They're not covering themselves with the Spirit of the Most High, with the Word, right? They're not putting on that clothing of righteousness, right?
Hey, Cap, that's 31 and 1?
God.
Oh, you said 31 and 1?
Yeah, 31 and 1. That's what I'm looking for. 31 and 1. Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1.
Okay, I thought you said 31. God.
You can break that down, Captain Buttercup.
Verse 30 and verse 2 talk about walking down into Egypt. That's what you was talking about. Or you say you still want to go back to 31? Okay,
yeah,
I
go
see.
Back to 31 and 1.
31 and 1.
See it, Captain?
God.
Hallelujah.
Well, Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Most High.
That's absolutely true. Shoot, I got guys at my job that say we just gotta fight it out, right? There's a lot of people that believe that America's military is enough. That they don't believe that they're the only superpower in the world. They just kind of believe that they're the ultra power of the superpowers, right? Like if you try to step to America, you're not gonna win. Like the homeland is gonna be all right. And if something is damaged, we'll fix it up in a couple of years, right? But they believe America is just going to be around. Right, can you read that precept again?
I want to go back to 32, man, because it's saying exactly just the same thing, but a different way.
Let me get it then. Let me see what it says.
Want to read 31 again?
Let me get it 32. 31 and 2. 30 and 2.
I'm going to start from 1. The book of Isaiah chapter 30 verse 1. Woe to the children It's like, woe to the rebellious children, said the Most High, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover what they covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Done. Let me break this down spiritually, right? Because this is exactly what our people do with any religion and also America, right? They strengthen themselves with the propaganda of America, right? To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, right? So they give themselves more hope in the military. They give themselves more hope in the money, in the markets, in how the economy or the markets go up and down, right? They see the economy going down and be like, it'll be back up and I'll be ready. I'm gonna just buy the dip. Right? They trust in the shadow of Egypt. Right? They trust in what they've seen. They trust in how big it looks. You know what I mean? They haven't asked at the Most High's mouth. They haven't asked what's gonna come. They haven't asked the Most High what's gonna come next. What's directly gonna come next? They don't want to see it because they know they're not ready for it. And really, the truth is, no one's really ready. No one's fully ready for it. It's kind of like how they say that you're not ready to be a parent. You're never really ready, right? You just walk it out. You know what I mean? What we're about to go through is something that has not happened before. It's a collage of things, but the intensity is something that has not happened before. Right? So we can try to prepare ourselves mentally. We can read scriptures, right? But you're going to feel something different. The Most High do something different in this land.
Yeah,
right?
can I let me back when you get done?
Say again?
Can I let me back whenever you get done?
Go ahead.
No, I want to wait till you get done. I want to let me back.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
And also too, Cap, you know, because a lot of our people, just like when Bill Clinton got into office, when Jake found out Bill Clinton was smoking weed, the first thing he said, Bill Clinton just like a Negro like us.
Yep.
And what Bill Clinton did, he enforced the 3 strike laws. If you get caught 3 strikes doing something, you're going to prison for the rest of your life. Just like with Donald Trump, the Negroes got together, they did this rap songs about Donald Trump. All of them showed up to the White House like they was doing something, right? And it didn't do nothing for our people. He turned right around and locked Negroes up in Chicago and everywhere else, and also forced this ISIS thing on our people. We look to Egypt for help. We look to America for help. We look for Pharaoh. Today, Donald Trump is the modern day Pharaoh. We give it all we got for these people, man. And what they do, turn around and burn us at the same time. It's like the Most High God keep telling you Negroes, like you started putting your trust in these people, and I'm going to make them tighten the grip down on you. I'm going to make them kick in your doors. I'm going to make them put in martial law. I'm going to make them take your women and beat your women and rape your women. That's what is happening, man.
Done.
Because we don't want to come back to the Most High. The Most High say, you know what? I'm gonna force you Negroes to me. I'm gonna bring more evil in the earth. So you Negroes come back to me. That was it, Cap. It's like
Done. But it's their hard-headedness. They see the wicked. They're so wicked and so corrupt. When they see wickedness, they don't perceive it as the Most High. They just don't. They see it as another obstacle. Oh, well, this happened. Now I got to do this. Right? And it goes back to what I was trying to bring out in 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 20. Captain Missaf.
Shalaki, Cap. I wanted to say something on this part too, because I want to read verse 3 as well. Because, like, at the end of verse 2, it says, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So what I'm looking at is shadow of Egypt. I'm looking at it as being America and the stuff that they got going on now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna read verse 3 and give you a little more light on what I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
God. That's actually, oof.
Right.
We just went over a breakdown at camp, right? We were just talking about something in First Maccabees chapter 3. And we're about to go through that right now too. In second
Yeah,
Ezra.
because Babylon said be the land of confusion.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So this is what's going on now, is confusion. Because that's what our brothers and our sisters are doing. They putting their trust in the system of America. And now it's starting to backfire on them, like the scriptures, like it just explained. It's gonna be to their shame, and that's what we see going on with our brothers and sisters right now.
God, Captain Alasaf, can you go to second Ezra chapter 16, 20, and read down to 23? It's gonna say exactly what you both have been saying.
The book of second Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 20. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
As Captain Marshall was talking about, they're not going to be mindful of the scourges, right? They're not going to conceptualize. They're not going to conceptualize that as the Most High, right? The Most High is going to try to pull them and say, "I'm gonna make you understand." Right? Keep going. 21.
Behold, victuals shall be so good and cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Mm-hmm.
And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
And great confusion. Right? So it's gonna be when things seem okay, when things seem to be normal. They're gonna think in that they're in good case relative to what's going on around the earth. That's why they think they're in good case. Not that something extraordinary is going to happen. They think they're going to be in good case relative to what's going on, right? And America is like old Egypt, right? We're right by the flesh pots, right? So there's been food and there's been entertainment and there's been comfort for the longest, right? So the sword and famine and great confusion is going to increase. And they're going to be like a frog in hot water. A frog in a pan. Right? 22.
Many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. Those that are inside the country is going to perish of famine. Right? Food shortages. They're not going to be able to get food. People are going to be fighting over food. Right? As soon as you come out of Walmart, they're going to be right there by your car, waiting to take what you got. Right? Keep going.
Verse 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung.
And the dead is going to be cast out as dung. When they kill you, they're going to throw your body anywhere and everywhere. Right? They got the use out of you. Right? Keep going.
And there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down.
This is like some Book of Eli type of stuff. Right? Let me get Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 15. We won't get a connecting scripture. To 2nd Ezra 16. This is a connecting scripture from 2nd Ezra 16, Ezekiel 7 and 15.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 7 and verse 15. The sword is without, the pestilence and the famine within.
So now it's telling you where the pestilence is and where the sword is, right? Because before it says, many of them, in 2nd Ezra says, many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. Where? And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Where? It tells you here that the pestilence is going to be within. The sword is going to be outside. The war is going to be outside. You anybody's game. Right? There's going to be swords around trying to take what you got. Right? But the heavy artillery, where you really get took and no one cares about you, you're going to be caught in the war. Right? Keep going.
He that is in the field shall die with the sword,
Mm-hmm.
and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him.
Famine and pestilence. Notice the plan. Trump thinks he's doing this by himself. He thinks this is his plan. It was always written. Famine, food shortages, and the outbreak will go 2 and 2 together, hand in hand. They will be together at the same time. They may not happen at the same time, but they're gonna come and meet you at the same. They're gonna meet you together, right? That famine and that pestilence is gonna stay together, right? Keep going.
Verse 16. But they that escape of them shall but they that escape of them shall escape, and shall be on the mountains like doves of the valleys. All of them mourning, everyone for his iniquity. All hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water.
Ain't nobody gonna know what to do in that time, right? Remember the scripture says wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of that times, right? But that doesn't mean that the sight of the things that you're gonna see and gonna make your knees make you not need, right? Keep going. Whenever you can, Cat.
Verse 18. They shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all their heads.
Mm-hmm.
They shall cast their silver in the streets.
They shall what?
Cast their silver in the streets.
The money, the buying power is gonna be nothing, right? The dollar will go down. There will be no buying power of the dollar anymore, right? Our silver shekels ain't gonna be worth nothing, right? Keep going.
And their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Most High.
Our needs are gonna be diminished, right? The things that we need, where it's gonna be food and clothes, and I'm not talking about just us in Israel. I'm talking about everybody, right? Everybody as a whole, right? Because the Most High is going to feed His servants, right? But for the vast amount of people, their needs, the things that they need to live, is going to be vastly diminished, right? There's going to be no comfort, even in the food that they do find. It ain't gonna be no comfort. They might find an Oreo with no cream on it, just one piece of Oreo with no cream on it, and it's gonna taste like dirt. It's gonna taste like dirt. They're gonna find a Dorito. The Cool Ranch Dorito, right? It's gonna have 3 little specks of seasoning on it because a dog licked it clean before. Right? Keep going.
They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity.
Everybody been fleshly for the longest, right? It was our stumbling block. It was their stumbling block, right? They've been fleshly for the longest. They don't know what to do, right? Where's the food? Where's the food bank? What can I eat? Right? It's been the stomach block of their iniquity. As long as they have food and a place to live, they straight. They don't need to turn to God. Right? They'll hit God up next month. Right? But it's going to be the cause, because the Most High, the Most High is a master maestro, man. He's a war maestro. I call him the war maestro, right? Because he perfectly balances and brings up, he crescendos everything and decrescendos everything perfectly, right? He put it together that Trump was running game on everybody, right? Trump is probably the richest president right now. Let me get Genesis 47:6. Genesis 47:6. Because he's been trying to, the government's trying to run game on us to make us give up, make all people who have land and things to give up those things just for a little ease. They're going to run some game on you, man.
Book of Genesis, chapter 47 and verse 6. The land of Egypt is before thee, and the best of the land.
47 verse 16.
Book of Genesis, chapter 47 and verse 16. And Joseph said, give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle, if money fail.
If money fail. When money fails in Egypt, that happened in Genesis 46. Money failed, which means the buying power of the money was nothing. It didn't help. Keep going.
And they bought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses, and for the flocks, and for the cattle of the herds, and for donkeys, as he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year. When their year was ended, they came unto him the second year.
The second year, right? It's because the people didn't have enough food for a year. They didn't have provisions, right? Just in case something would have happened, they didn't have enough provisions, right? This is the people of Egypt. This happens with the people of Egypt. In different countries, farmers have barns full of seed and everything like that, right? They know how to pickle things and put things away, how to keep things, how to be self-sufficient. Right? But these are the people of Egypt. At most, they only got enough for a year, and then they don't know what the heck to do. They don't know how to find more, how to deal. Keep going.
They came unto him the second year, and said unto him, we will not hide it from my Lord, how that our money is spent. My Lord also hath our herds of cattle. There is not aught left in the sight of my Lord, but our bodies and our lands.
So check this out. The people gave their prized possessions, right? The prized possessions, the things that made them money, they gave it to the government because they had to pay. They wanted the government to give them something, give them provisions to survive. So they gave their money makers, the cattle, their assets to the government. Right? Keep going. And right here. And it says, we'll have nothing else but ourselves and our lands. That's their inheritance and their souls. Their souls and their inheritance. Keep going. Verse 19.
Oh, Slock, I was reading. I was on mute, Kev.
Oh, no.
Verse 19. Wherefore shall we die before thine eyes?
Why do we gotta die? Why should we die? We obviously can't do anything else. Why do we need to die? Right? Keep going.
both we and our land, by us and our land for bread,
By who?
by us and our land for bread.
The Egyptians, the Americans are willing to sell their souls and their inheritance for some food. Keep going.
And we in our land will be servants unto Pharaoh.
And they agreed to whatever Pharaoh wanted, whatever the president wanted, whatever they had to get some food. They agreed. They took it willingly for some food. Keep going.
And give us seed, that we may live and not die, that the land be not desolate. And Joseph bought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh, for the Egyptians sold every man his field, because the famine prevailed over them.
Because there wasn't enough food. Because there was a food shortage, the people basically sold their souls to the government. Because the government has some kind of provision, they had something, right? And they say, and there's like, you know what, we'll get down. Whatever you need, just take us, and you could have our land too. That's been in my family for generations. You could have all that. Just let us survive, man. Keep going.
Because the famine prevailed over them, so the land became Pharaoh's. And as for the people, he removed them to cities.
He removed the people into cities. You don't see if you ever heard of a 15-minute city before, right? A smart city. He removed them into cities, right? After they sold themselves. Keep going.
For one end, Slucky. And as for the people, he removed them to cities, from one end of the borders of Egypt, even to the other end thereof.
So these are the things that we're going to see in the near future, right? All people are going to be removed into cities. They'll have to go to one of these smart cities to get provisions and to be taken care of by the government, right? To be watched over, right? Because they didn't want the covering from the Most High. Now the system is going to cover them, right? They're going to make every excuse in the world. They can then go make an excuse to God for doing the things that they did, right? Selling their souls to the government, right? So what's our problem now? What do we have on us that's causing our demise the way it is? Why couldn't we be prudent enough to get food and get supplies?
Okay, Cap.
Done.
And if you think about it, Cap, that's the position that they are pushing. That's it. They like you were saying, it's in scripture. Like the Bible says, man, there's no new thing up under the sun, right?
Hmm.
And that's what the government is going to try to do. That's why they are pushing this narrative of trying to get the immigrants out, the illegals out, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're pushing, like the farmers out. They're pushing the farmers to sell their land. Yeah, that's why
Mhm.
Bill Gates is buying up so much land, because that's what they want to do. They want everybody to come to America, so that America that can feed them, right, and take their souls away, which meaning taking their freedom and everything else away from them. So now we got a soul depend on America now.
Done.
But that's what they're trying to implement that, man. If you watch what's going on in the world, you got eyes to see and ears to hear. That's exactly what they're pushing. That's exactly the position they're trying to take.
Done. You're gonna have nothing and like it. You're gonna owe nothing and like it. I really should give me some tissues. Kat, can you talk for a second while I get some tissues? I ain't blow my nose in a minute. In 1 second.
It's just like right now, your house is not your house. If you don't pay your property taxes, that goes back to them. If you don't pay your car payment, that goes back to them. What do you really own? What do you really own? If you're renting from someone, because now you got to think about it now, right? They can take your land easily now if you don't pay property taxes.
Done.
They can pick your vehicle up. If you don't pay your payment, what do you really own?
None. And these things, they're not going to take it from you. They're not going to steal it from you. They could with eminent domain, right? But the things you have, they know they'd have to ransack your house and actually go through and find everything that you actually have. It's much easier if they starve you out and make you sell it to them. Then you gave it to them, right? And again, you will own nothing and you will like it. All right? See how that works?
And another thing too, Cat, why you see all these signs in the neighborhood? We'll buy your house. We'll buy this. We'll buy that. Come on, they know what they're doing, man. That's why they try to gentrify everything that's going on in the community, in the so-called black communities. They're kicking all the people out to put their businesses in. If they put sidewalks in your neighborhood, they're finna gentrify that. They're finna come in there. If they putting water supplies in your neighborhood, they're finna come in there and take that over. It's exactly what they're doing. I've been going to Miami to work in Miami, and you go through the cities. Now they put these buildings up in the cities now in Section 8 homes. They're kicking everybody out. Why you think they're kicking everybody to Section 8 homes? This thing has something attached to it, man. America has that spirit of Egypt attached to it.
It was built on the spirit of Egypt. Right? It is Babylon, but it was built in the spirit of Egypt. This is a slave nation. Slave is the business model. Slavery is the business model of this nation. That's why you have to pay for healthcare, right? That's why you have to pay all these fees, because you're not allowed to get back. You're not allowed to get up without a fight. That's not the business model. They're way more useful as a slave in this nation. You keep the country running in this nation if you're a slave, because it is a slave nation. That is the business model. All people came from the Caribbean up here thinking that the streets were paved with gold. It's paved with slaves. And nowadays, all people come up, right? And they understand that it's paved with slavery. They come here thinking that the streets are paved with gold. They're going to find an opportunity and make money. And they come in the dead of winter where they ain't never dealt with no snow before. They go straight up to Virginia. They go straight up New Hampshire or wherever, where they never dealt with any snow before. And they get a wake-up call. Nah, this is not the place. I forgot about it. No. Right? But what's our problem? Why can't we see these things? Yeah, let me get Deuteronomy 28, 28, and 29. Let me blow my nose real quick. 1 second.
Deuteronomy 28 and 29.
28, 28, and 29.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 28. The Most High shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore. And no man shall save thee.
We can't find no way out, even our own mind. We have no hope, right? When the Most High give us a job, we just sit there and thank the Most High. We don't think to nothing higher. We're not allowed to get higher because we ain't with the Most High. We ain't try to go higher with the Most High, so we're not allowed to go higher in our own business. Right? The Most High smit us with madness, mental illness. We can't think straight. Right? We can't hold our thoughts. We can't pay attention long enough to learn something new. Blindness. We can't see things for the way that they actually are. Astonishment of heart. Right? And thou shalt grope at noonday. We're trying, as Chief was teaching us, right? Groping at noonday, you're trying things out, at trying to see what will stick, man. You're trying out this new gig here and there. Groping as the blind grope in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. We always trying to find some new gig, some new way to get money, new way to get up. The Most High would have made anything. Here's the funny thing: the Most High would have made anything work. Not anything, not wickedness, but anything righteous. He would have made it just work, right? But he made it that even our wisest things, we can't really make money unless it's in the system that he allows to work. Right? Trying to hit parlays, trying to do anything that we can to make money, and nothing's working. So all people just give up. Right? We just try to do the best and live out the best that we can because our people can't find it out because they're cursed. Right now, they spend all their money on Balenciaga and nails, hair, wig, and stuff like that. Right now, they spend their money on all these things that don't really matter because this is the only thing that they can achieve, and this is the only thing that they can use to glorify themselves in the state that we are. Only thing that we know.
Hey, Kev, you know you still got that thing on the screen, right? You trying to keep it up that still?
No.
I'm telling you, I'm letting you know you still got that.
God. So like you. Water cap. I was thinking about that. Right? Con. Let me get Jeremiah 2:11. Right? Because I was just talking about our glory. Right? The things that make us shine, the things that represent us, our beauty as a people. Right? Our beauty is not no fresh J's. Our beauty is not no Balenciaga. Our beauty is not the next whatever. We're beautiful because of the Most High. Right? But we changed our glory for things that does not profit us. It doesn't profit you to spend all your money on J's. It doesn't profit you to spend all your money on a new chain, on a new watch just to be shining. It don't profit you. Right? But we feel like it profits us. It gives us the feeling like we did something. Right? You got that, Cap?
Jeremiah 2:11.
2:11.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 2 and verse 11. Hath a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit.
Our people changed what made us great. They changed our glory, our visage, our shine for things that do not profit, man. You got sisters buying blonde wigs. Blonde wigs don't profit, man. You know it don't profit nothing. Right? Getting colored wigs. You know that don't profit for nothing. What job you gonna go to? McDonald's with that? Right? You don't do business like that? You gonna represent yourself like that? Ain't nobody gonna take you seriously. Ain't nobody want to go into business with somebody with rainbow hair. Who wants to do that? We're not gonna take you seriously. Right? Changed our glory for things that does not profit. We thought it was glory. Now let's get Isaiah 32 and verse 9. Isaiah 32 verse 9.
Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9.
Go.
Rise up, ye women that ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech.
Give ear, because our women are careless, right? They don't want to deal with the hardships that are coming up next. They're not built for it, right? We have strong women, right? In the beginning of Exodus, it talks about in DBY, it says that all women is strong. I think it was it was Exodus chapter 1, verse 13. In the same place where it says that the Hebrew women are lively. In another translation, it says that they're strong, right? But even the men aren't strong enough for these times. It was made like that. The mighty man will cry there bitterly, right? So these are the times that we try to have our women understand you need some covering. You need things that are going to work. You need the Most High. Everything he gave us is what profits, right? You have a family, you have covering, you have your husband, right? You have resources, right? You have proper order. And if you do your order as the Most High says, you will have the Most High's protection. If you do what the Most High says, you will have the Most High's protection. But our women are at ease, right? There are actually some women that say, shoot, if time gets down to it, I'll just, if I don't survive, I just don't survive, right? But I'm gonna go to Italy next month, right? 32 and 9 again.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech.
Because our women are too preoccupied with things that don't, or that they have weighed more than the times that are. They're preoccupied with things that they weighed more than the things that are. Vanities. They chose vanities over things that actually matter. All right, keep going. Verse 10.
I'm on mute again, Slocky.
Done.
Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail.
For the vintage shall fail. The good times will stop rolling. Playtime's over. All right. All the things that you used to be able to do freely, you're not going to be able to do it. All right. All those experiences, the wine, the drinking, and all that, all the experiences that you've had, no more. It's going to be hard times for a long time. Right? Keep going.
For the vintage shall fail. The gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones.
Done. Because our sisters wanted to have a soft life, right? They were pushing for that life. But things that they needed time to have that life. America needed time to have that life here. Right? So Americans are running out of time, which means by proxy, our women are running out of time.
Can I speak?
Done.
And also too, Salakia, everybody that's in their comfort zone, the Most High God is taking them out of there. Because our women have been comfortable for so long with getting fed by the government, child support, all these things that make them don't want to go out and get it. Right? Even with the northern tribe, they've been comfortable for so long being in idolatry. Everybody's on high alert right now. Everybody. All those that was comfortable, Most High God said, no, I'm taking you out your comfort zone. That's exactly what's going on now, man.
God,
Everybody on edge right now. They on edge right now.
God, and I'll explain that. Captain Alisop, you want to say something?
Oh, you good, Cap?
God, so I'll explain that. Right? Remember the scriptures where it says your mother was a Hittite and your father is an Amorite, right? It's like our woman's mother is Babylon, right? As the scriptures say, so is just as the mother, so is the daughter, right? It's like our woman's mother is Babylon. Babylon is their mother, and the system is their father. The system is their head, their immediate head, right? Because guess what? They rely on the system. If they need protection, where do they go? The system. Call the police. If they want money, where do they go? The system. Food stamps. Right? Grants, whatever. They treat the system like they daddy. Anything go wrong, I must see about the system. What can I finesse the system out of? Like they're trying to finesse their own father out of some money, out of some pocket money. You know what I mean? 11 again and 12.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 32 and verse 11. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Scrip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
You get ready to cry out to the Most High, because you're gonna wish you had more atonements to do this, more Day of Atonements to do this, man. Right? Because you're gonna get ready to call out to the Most High. Right? In your affliction, you will be having the Most High in your mouth. The Most High will be in your mouth that day. Right? That's why it says, be troubled, you careless one, strip you and make you bare. Right? Don't wait for the Most High to bring it to you for you to come to the Most High. Don't wait for the Most High to give you a reason before you come to the Most High. Let me get that Sirach 5 and 7, Babakasha. Don't wait for the Most High to give you a reason for you to come to Him. He might be less lenient this time, because this time the Most High means to make a show. The Most High means to play His movie. This is His big scene to make you understand that He is who He said He was. You don't want the Most High to use you as the example. This is the time that He's been talking about since we were taken out of since we were brought onto Babylon, since Jeremiah, actually before in Genesis. Right? These are the times that He's been talking about. The time when He actually brings His day to fruition, His real day. We've seen the days of the Lord before in Scripture, right? Where He takes us out of another nation, right? This time is way different from those in intensity. You got a cap?
Oh, waiting on you.
Ready?
Book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Most High.
Make no tarrying to turn to the Most High. You got to make your heart bare to the Most High. Come to Him, man. At least ask Him to take away your pride, man. Because at least then He will give you something. You come to the Most High like a child and be like, Most High, I'm too prideful. Please teach me. And He'll give you a couple situations, and you will get rid of that yourself. But it was good. Right? The Most High is a terrible power. Right? I fear asking the Most High for certain things the way with certain words. Right? Like me, when I ask the Most High for something, I say, please teach me without me having to please teach me without me in my spirit. Please teach me in my spirit, right? Because if I say, please teach me, and that's it, he's gonna make you go through something. But I'll listen. I'll listen. I'd rather listen the first time. That's why I say, please listen, teach me in my spirit, because I'd rather listen the first time. Right? You gonna go on, Cat.
Make no tarrying to turn to the Most High, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Most High come forth.
Ooh, this is a hot scripture today. Read that one more time from the top.
The book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn unto the Most High, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Most High come forth, and in thy security thou
And
shalt be destroyed.
here's the thing. Here's the plan. He meant to do it while you felt safe. That's the way he's going to do it. That's the plan. He's not just going to do it any kind of way that he didn't say he was going to do. Right? He's going to do it when you feel safest, when he knows you feel safest, when you feel secure, right? When goods are good and cheap on the earth, right? When you're about to go to your next concert, right? You may have paid off a few bills, and you're going to your next concert, right? Your birthday coming up, you don't get you in your security. All right, keep going. And that security?
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Most High come forth, in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
In thy security thou shalt be jacked up. Thou shalt be destroyed. You don't get jacked up. Right? Let me get Proverbs chapter. We got the sisters. Let's get to the men. Proverbs chapter 6:4.
It's a little more, Cap.
All right, let me see it.
And perish in the day of vengeance.
That's right.
That was it.
And perish in the day of vengeance. When that time run out. Right? Remember, the Most High loves judgment. Let's get Proverbs chapter 6, verse 4. 6 verse 4 to 8. Right? This is one me and Kadash love, because it talks about the ant. Right?
Book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 4. Give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber to thine eyelids.
This is a time for you to get ready to invest. Right? This is a time where you get on your grind and get assets for yourself for the coming time to be able to survive. Right? Keep going.
Slack Cap.
Done.
Slack. Give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber to thine eyelids. Deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of the hunter, as a bird from the hand of the fowler.
Esau is coming to hunt us. All right? Get ready. Have something. All right? First off, have the knowledge and fear of the Lord. Right? Because the Most High knows if you fear him or not. Have that. That's like a gold chain around your neck. Right? The Most High protect you. Because you have some comeuppance about yourself. Right? Keep going.
Verse 6. Go to the ant, thou sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise.
Go to the ant, thou sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise. They're always moving. They never stop the grind. When they finish a task, they move on to the next task. They keep building, right? They have many breaks in between, but they never stop building, right? They keep moving. They keep on putting together toward the unified goal, right? I'm gonna share something about the ants too, right? We keep saying, we're gonna put Esau into slavery and all this type of stuff. Did you know that the ants actually teach that? There are ants that actually teach slavery. If you watch the ants and you paid attention to the ants, like the Most High, said, you researched, you would see that there is an ant called the slaver ant, and it teaches how to put people into slavery. How's that? There's actually that the Most High gives it. He gives you the whole playbook. You just got to do what he says. Who knows? Esau probably saw the slaver ant and got some knowledge and understanding on it. How to put, there's an ant that puts other ants in slavery. It's called the slaver ant. Right? So if we considered her ways, we will be wise in those ways. Maybe we wouldn't be caught up in different kinds of facets of slavery. We're caught up in physical slavery, then we're caught up in spiritual slavery, and then financial slavery. Maybe we would have dodged that last one if you consider that ant. Maybe 2 or 3. Well, 2 of them. Right? Because we had to go through 1 for our disobedience. Right? Keep going.
Consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provided her meat in the summer.
In the what?
In the summer.
In the summer, she provides her meat. She's stocking up food in the summer. Keep going.
And gathered her food in the harvest.
She's putting away food when she can't put food away. When food is available, she's putting away food. Right? Putting away food would have been considering the ways of the ant would have been wise in these times, right? Because then maybe, just maybe, our people wouldn't be crying about no food stamps because they got food for months. And I heard from Captain Marshall. Captain Marshall, you there?
I'm at Cap.
Was it you or Captain Eliasov that said that they were selling their food stamps?
Yeah, that was.
Go ahead. Can you explain that, Cap?
Well, it was a video I seen, you know what I'm saying? And it was another sister, she was saying like she don't understand why all the black sisters being mad and angry because they stopping food stamps. So she was explaining like, when y'all get y'all food stamps, y'all selling the food stamps. You getting nails, you getting your nails done, you getting your hair done, and all these different other things. And now that they say they're gonna stop food stamps, y'all getting mad because y'all ain't got no food stamps.
Good.
That's just some of it, a bit of it, of what, just the base of what she was saying. But I found a video and I put it in the Highlands County chat.
Good. And we ain't even the biggest recipients. Esau.
No.
Esau's the biggest recipient of these food
It's like
stamps.
a cap. It's like a cap.
Huh.
And I was telling you, remember I was telling you the other day after camp how a northern tribe brother was telling me about this so-called Edomite woman. She was getting $4,000 some dollars of food stamps every month.
4,000 something a month.
A month, 4,000 some change every month, man. Yeah.
What? Hold on, 4,000 something a month. I believe about $5,000 a month would equate to about $100,000 a year. That's like 6 figures, right?
Oh, Salakia, Cap, you said that. That brought it back to they had another video here a couple of days ago where you know, a kind of heavier set sister, she was always online bragging about the food stamps she was getting. She was getting like 3,000 a month.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And they ended up cutting off her benefits and took her food stamps from him. Like that.
Yeah, yeah, I remember. I
Oh,
saw.
she
I
was
saw that.
bragging about it.
Yeah,
She in
the
the
whole.
stores buying all these buggies and filling up all these buggies. Look at all this free money I'm getting. And they cut up benefits off.
Done.
Yeah.
I remember because the community came out against that. They're like, look at this fool right here. You went bragging about your food stamps and how
Yeah.
much you get and all this type of stuff, and then they took it away from you.
Yeah, she was doing videos when she was going shopping at Sam's and all these other different places. She got 2 and 3 buggies full of stuff, and yeah,
And
she
she better
made
not.
YouTube videos. They cut
Yeah,
a whole, cut everything off. You ain't get nothing now.
yeah. She was straight. She was straight gloating, making
Yeah,
fun
that was
of the
crazy.
system, making fun of the system. She better not say nothing to. Ain't better not be one tear, because it wasn't that serious.
Yeah. So that also give our people a bad look, you know what I'm saying? Especially
Yes,
from
sir.
some of the sisters and brothers that do actually really need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. It
We
does.
do got brothers and sisters out there who do actually need it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
And who do use it properly.
Right.
They don't use it to get a bunch of junk. They get good food. Yeah, I mean, I think RFK, what was his name? JFK Jr. Was that his name? JFK Jr.
Mm.
That dude that was sent by Trump that's trying to have America go healthier, right? He made Steak and Shake use beef tallow for the fries now, right? I believe he wanted to cut the ability to buy junk food with your EBT, right? You can only buy healthy things. No more junk food. You lose that ability, right? But our people, there are people that didn't need that. They were already doing what they had to do. You know what I mean? Which brings me to investing in yourself, man. Let me get Isaiah 33, verse 6. We got one more book and 2 more chapters. 2 more chapters, we'll close out.
What's the script one more time?
Let me get Isaiah 33, verse 6. Because we need to invest in ourselves while we can. Our biggest asset right now that we can obtain is ourselves, is a better self. When you have nothing, the best asset you can obtain is a better self in the Most High. You know what I mean? After you come to the truth, after you have knowledge of what you need with the Most High, knowledge and wisdom, the wisdom is to put yourself to work and be your biggest asset on earth. Right? Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength and salvation. The fear of the Most High is his treasure.
Those are 3 things, vital things in this time. Wisdom, the how of things. Knowledge, the what of things, shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation, right? How you will be, if you will actually be saved in one piece. You need a strong salvation, right? And you keep yourself out of trouble by having wisdom and knowledge of the Most High, of what he put on earth. Because guess what? The Most High actually teaches you that we're supposed to have knowledge of the earth around us, the plants. There's a lot of things that you can eat that you don't know you can eat, right? That's knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is the what of things. What is it? What is it for? Wisdom is how. How do I use it? And doing it, right? The fear of the Lord is his treasure, right? The fear of the Lord is like royal clothes, right? Because even if you freak, it stops you from freaking out in these times to come. Because you know the Most High is at the head of all of everything, and you know if you stay within the Most High's guidelines, ain't nothing gonna trip you up. Everything will be containable to you. And everything that's outside of your power is outside of your power. But everything is not going to be, everything is going to be traversable to you as long as you stay in the fear of the Most High. You know who's in control, and you stay in good standing with him. That's a treasure right there. Right? Sirach 51 and 23 to 28. I'm telling you, the Most High is the one that teaches us the prophet. I only know about certain plants and certain things about hunting and building houses and this and that skills only because the Most High led me. If you dig into the scriptures and become inquisitive and think and wonder the why of things in the scriptures, the Most High is going to spoon feed you. He's going to feed you because now you're interested in him. Go ahead, Cap.
Sirach chapter 51 and verse 23.
Mhm.
Draw near unto me, ye unlearned, and dwell in the house of learning.
All you that need a house of learning, a school, we have one in Port St. Lucie. We have one in Broward. All right. To be unlearned is to not have knowledge and wisdom. Right? To not know what and know how. Right? But we have that. The house of learning are the schools that are provided to you. Right? If you're out of state, you can't come to an LD school, find a camp. Find a camp with a school. Right? You can go to House of David or anywhere in Masharaya Yasharala. Right? Just find a place to be so that you can learn. So the Most High can feed you. Come to the house of learning, like he said, man. Keep going.
Wherefore are ye slow? And what say ye of these things? Seeing your souls are very thirsty.
Why are all people so slow to come to the Most High? Know when you need the Most High. Know when you need him. You know you need him. You either see it's either us or your kids or your brother, your sister, or your friend that reminds you, man, you need God. You doing despicable. You need God. And you be like, yeah, you right. You right. Yeah, but I'll get to that. I'll get to that. You're very thirsty. And you slow. You being useless to yourself. Useless to yourself. Right? Keep going.
I opened my mouth and said, buy her for yourselves without money.
Take her for yourselves. Buy wisdom for yourselves without money. Just do the labor. I'm not gonna make you pay for it. Ain't nobody gonna make you pay for this. Just do the labor. Right? Just come and learn. That's it. That's all the labor. Come and learn. Keep going.
Put your neck under the yoke and let your soul receive instruction.
This is where understanding and wisdom comes in. Right? Put your neck under a yoke, which means there's going to be some time you have to spend going through a little something for you to actually get her. Right? You're going to have to work a little bit to understand. And then you will have wisdom firsthand. Right? Receiving her instruction. Keep going.
She is hard at hand to find.
And boy, is that true. Boy, is that true. The truth, the truth these days are hard to find. Wisdom is hard to find because everybody has their own way of doing something. But finding the truth that aligns with all of them, the wisdom of how to do anything right the first time, is hard to find. Keep going.
Behold, with your eye, slucking. Behold, with your eyes, how that I have had but little labor, and have gotten unto me, much rest.
Look at us in the truth, man. Right? As us, we've been in the truth and we've learned under the elders, right? So we had little labor compared to the labor that they had, right? But we get much rest, much stability, and much calm because we've done these things. Look at us. Now we're out here teaching you. We had little labor, right? Compared to them. They had to search the scriptures for years. But because we came to the house of learning, like the scriptures said, we had little labor, and have gotten ourselves much rest, peace of mind, and resources. Right? Keep going.
Behold with your eyes, that how that I have had but little labor, and have gotten unto me much rest. Get learning with a great sum of money, and get much gold by her.
I'm learning how to do it the right way. The Lord teaches us the profit. He doesn't keep profits away from you. The Lord teaches you business. But get it done the right way. All right. Stop doing business with heathens and giving them the keys to your business. Stop going half and half with them. Giving them power in your business. It's not supposed to be like that. That's how you get yourself strung out and left with nothing and lawsuits. You got to have your own thing. And we teach you how to have your own thing here at LOZ. Right? This is the last one, Cap. Sirach 5 and 7 again, but go down to 12.
One more time, Cap.
Sirach 5 and 7, but
Uh-huh.
go down to 12.
Book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 7. Make no tearing to turn unto the Most High, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Most High come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance. Set not thy heart upon goods unjustly gotten, for they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity.
There's gonna be people robbing grocery stores. That's how they're gonna get goods unjustly gotten. Right? But even that's not gonna help them. Keep going.
For they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity. When now not with every wind, and go not into every way. For so doeth the sinner that hath a double tongue. Be steadfast in thy understanding,
Be still in thy understanding. Keep going.
and let thy word be the same.
Be of one mouth and one way.
Be swift to hear, and let thy life be sincere. And with patience give answer.
That's how you're supposed to live your life, man. And this is the reason why I'm glad I came to the truth for this sobering, right? This is a key scripture. Be swift to hear so you can learn, right? So you can have faith so you can learn. Faith come by hearing, right? Be swift to hear and let thy life be sincere. Nobody got a question where you got your money, and nobody got a question where you been out last night. Nobody got to question your intentions, and nobody got to question what your future is going to be. Your life is sincere. You're not in everybody's business, and you hope for the you work for the wide. You go through the narrow. You discipline yourself. Whatever you learn you get your certification, you get your license, you do whatever you got to do, right? Properly, and hope for the wide. You go through the narrow to hope for the wide, right? Keep going.
Verse 12. If thou have understanding, answer thy neighbor.
If you know what to say, then yes, answer, right? If you know what to say in truth, then answer, right? We come to Port St. Lucie, we come to Broward, we come to LOZ so we can learn how to answer, right? Because in these times, there's going to be lots of prophets that's going to say, the time is come. We need to do this. Come unto me, right? Things of that nature, right? They don't have understanding, right? But come to LOZ if you want to understand it, so you can answer your family or your friends on the times, so y'all can be tight together, so you don't lose your friends, right? Keep going.
If thou hast understanding, answer thy neighbor. If not, lay thy hand upon thy mouth.
If you do not have an answer, at least be truthful with yourself and say and just you don't have an answer. At least come to terms with it up here. You know what? That wasn't right. That probably wasn't right. Right? And try to offend less and try to catch yourself before saying it. Try. Because we need wisdom and knowledge out here. That's going to be the stability of our times. Right? And that's all for the class. Cap, you got anything?
Law, Cap.
God. Well, Shalom, the water. This is another installment of Big Deal Mondays. All right, Captain Marshall may be here next week, but if he's not, then we got another installment for you. All right, be safe, come to class, and learn. All right, Shalom.
Shalom, family.